Iskcon also is a religious movement, quite new, right? But very popular, a very popular one. And as a movement, its aim is to, last time as we saw, the aim of the movement simply to make people realize the inner self, reach their goal of life, and realize their inner self. So is the same for Iskcon, right? Iskcon has the same aim. And we know Iskcon, usually some people call that Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, no? But the name actually is Iskcon. Why the name Hare Rama, Hare Krishna is given? Because this is what they chant, right? So let's see the last one first. So Iskcon was founded by Srila Prabhupada, whom they consider the guru, right? All the members of Iskcon, they consider Srila Prabhupada to be the guru. So he's the founder of that. And he was born in a Vaishnav family in 1st September 1896, And his original name was Abhay Charan De. And he had his educator from the Scottish Church in Calcutta. He got married at 22 to Radha Rani Devi. And is said to lead a business enterprise, right? This is about his life. His spiritual master was Srila Bhakti Siddhant, his teacher, his guru. He studied the Vedic philosophy. He knew the Vedas, the Vedic knowledge. And his guru advised him to start activities in a medium so that everyone would be fascinated. So he chose English. At that time, someone speaks English, it's so fascinating. And English will also involve British, Europeans. 1944, it was a great year for him. His commentary on Bhagavad Gita was well received, was welcomed, as he addressed the crisis of world war. He started a magazine called Back to Godhead, and the logo was Godhead in light, nascence in darkness. 1947 was the year in which he was given the title Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Okay, he got that title, he earned that title, and it was given by the Gaudiya Vaishnav Parampara. If you remember, quand je fais Vaishnavism, c'est-à-dire qu'il y a different types of Vaishnav society. One is the Gaudiya, the quite recent one, Vaishnav society. So they gave him the title Bhakti Vedanta Swami. In 1959, he became a sannyasi. La même qu'il appelle Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Around 1965, he reached the United States. In New York, he propagated the Krishna consciousness, Iskcon. In 1966, Iskcon was established. And of course, Iskcon has a huge popularity today, right? Now, just like all organizations, all movements, Iskcon also has certain rules and regulations to be followed. Premièrement, c'est initiation. Means if someone has to become part of the Iskcon society, a member of the Iskcon, he needs to be initiated by a guru, right? And the gurus of the Iskcon, c'est Banamim qui fait ça. And he has to follow the rules. Premier rule, one of the rules is vegetarianism. The person has to be a vegetarian. including not eating eggs. Some people are vegetarians would consider eggs to be vegetarian, which is not. So food, vegetarian food is fundamental. Intoxication must be avoided, which includes alcohols, drugs, also which includes tea, coffee to some. Even cold drinks are considered to be intoxicant. Parce que cold drink fait cocaine and caffeine, which is not okay. Next, to maintain purity of life, that is, one example is gambling, should not be done by someone who is in Iskcon. And legal satisfaction of biological urges means procreation, to have children, but through marriage only. Il n'est pas capable d'avoir des enfants sans qu'il ait marié. Right? These are some of the rules. Now, when they are already in this, they have more things to follow. For example, Prabhupada has laid 7 important rules for a devotee to follow. It is to propagate spiritual knowledge, to educate people, to give them knowledge, to impart knowledge. It can be anyone in the family, in home, at home, outside, anyone. To propagate the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. To bring the members of the society together. Comment parle it together? Maybe by doing satsang, kirtan, right? And to reach nearer to Krishna. To encourage the Sankirtana movement, that is the congregational chanting of the holy names, to joindre ensemble, de faire Sankirtan, right? To erect for the members and the society at large a holy place dedicated to Krishna, right? Means to build a holy place for God. Bon, il pas seulement for God, God will be there in the form of Murti, but we are going to use that temple, that place. To bring members closer together, to have as purpose of teaching a simpler way of leading a good, simple, natural life. And also to publish and to distribute books, magazines, and other writings. Okay, these are the 7 important rules to be followed. Among the rules, we have Mala Jap, Japam. It consists of chanting of the name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One mala is 108 times they chant the name. And they have to do that in a day. They have to do minimum 16 rounds. Ça veut dire 16 fois 108 in a day. If you are a member. Ça veut dire, I'm not a member. Ça, la loi là, n'est pas compulsory on me. N'est pas imposed compulsorily on me. Right? So, but if I'm a member, I should. Now, Mala Jap or Japam, this is something very key, very important, very fundamental in religion, in our religious life or in our spiritual life. Why do we do Mala Jap? It is, of course, to take the name of God, to constantly remember God. Maybe you have seen the people of Iskcon, of Vaishnav, tous les temps où une mala dans cette l'armée, n'importe que du they are chanting the name of God. Remember, death can come at any time. So if the person is chanting the name of God, focusing on God at that time, that person will be granted heaven. So it leads to perfection. And also when we sing, we take the name of God, we do Mala Jap, it brings positivity in our life. It keeps our mind cool, calm, peaceful, no? So important that we do Mala Jap. And it is, again, one of the rules of the Iskcon. They have to do that, Mala Jap. Okay. Householders are allowed to lead their life outside, means in their home, in the society. They are allowed to lead their life. Quand on dit householders, c'est grihasti. They are allowed to earn money. They are allowed to enjoy calm, to enjoy pleasures for the sake of procreation, to procreate, right? The children of the devotees, they get their educations from temple. Zotal temple, Zotapran, they get education and also they go to school as well, right? Parce que quand même, il y a la loi dans le pays là que, for example, in Mauritius, as per the law, a child must go to school till minimum till 16 of age, okay? So we have to abide by the rule also of the law of the country. Usually how their life start, a day in their life, how does it start? They get up early in the morning, they take a bath, and they usually meet, if they are in the temple, or if they do that at home, at 4:30 approximately, they are going to start their prayers. Okay. Kizit Fairs, most probably they will have a murti of Krishna. So they are going to bath that murti, Abhishek, faire les neige, offer food, etc. Okay. Now, in the temple, of course, they do that also. Dress code is very important. Married one wear white. And those who are celibates, they wear saffron, couleur orange, right? They also wear tilak. Ze meten tilak no long de front. And when you see that, especially, so it is already an indication they are from the Iskcon. And this session ends around 8:30. And after that, usually in the temples, there are lectures about values, about how to live a decent life. There will be study circles, there will be lectures. After breakfast, the devotees are expected to engage in distributing books, ou bien to worship. That is, all other work will come after breakfast. So the first work is to worship. And also academic education, if the person is going to school. And the member of the Iskcon is also expected to help in the administration, any kind of help. Lunch is served around noon. Around 7 p.m., they engage in evening service. Again, prayers to serve. And then there will be devotional studies on the Bhagavad Gita, on the Srimad Bhagavatam. And then their dinner will be a very light food, and they are expected to go to bed by 10 p.m. Okay, it's a day in their life. So those people, as a rule, they have to be role models. They have to be role models. They have to become perfect. Of course, we are not. Mistakes happen, but we learn from mistakes, and they have to be role models in their life, so as others need to follow. Now, one of the activity that they do is the Sankirtan. Sang means together. Kirtan, kirt, it comes from the word praise. So they do kirtan. A kirtan is what? Something which you sing to praise God, right? So together they meet and they sing the praises of God, of the Lord. And why is this done? Of course, to help the person himself or herself to reach his supreme goal. And Ekumanundia aussi Malaja, pareil, Sankirtan, it purifies the atmosphere. It calms us, our minds, our senses, it helps us. And also, it helps us to have firm faith in God. Okay? It helps in keeping our faith in God. So that's why we sing the glory of God. And of course, you know, they dance also. They have music. They play musical instrument and they dance. At times in Mauritius, mantras also are chanted or recited. And mantras is considered to be one of the best way to connect to God. At times they say Hari Hari, or Hari Bol, or they are going to sing Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, ou bien énormément mantras from the Vedas, from the Srimad Bhagavatam, which they are going to chant, right? I don't know if you have seen videos of Europeans singing, doing Sankirtan. And they walk around on the road. They do the Sankirtan. Means anyone can join, anyone can sing together, anyone can dance together, because there's music also. Music will attract people, right? So it brings people together, irrespective of their caste, of their religion, irrespective of their tradition, irrespective of their culture, right? It brings people together. And one important thing to Leton Conwaran, if you have ever attended an Iskcon prayer, at the end you get prasad. You always get that. Something as prasad. It can be proper food, or it can be prasad, ce qui nous appelle gré, or something like, you know, sweets or something. This is, they offer to the Lord, and then they distribute that, which becomes sanctified food, pure food, sacred food, right? With that, we come to another activity of Iskcon, which is Food for Life project. This project is done in many parts of the world, wherever there is Iskcon movement, right? The aim of the project is to give food to people. Food is definitely a basic need. No doubt we need food to live. But it is also something which determines our lifestyle, our thought process, our personality. The Bhagavad Gita, it has been mentioned there are 3 types of food: tamasic food, rajasic food, sattvic food. For example, non-vegetarian food, they are considered to be tamasic. Rajasic food like onions, chocolate, these are rajasic food. But if you get too much energy, tamasic food makes us dull. And sattvic food, vegetarian food without onion, without garlic. Okay, well prepared. And the person cooking the food lives in sattvic. Okay, lives in sattvic, lives in pure thoughts, right? These are the 3 types of food. The best food to eat is sattvic, right? So they focus on this. See this verse of the Bhagavad Gita. The spiritually minded who eat food that is first offered in sacrifice are released from all kinds of sin. Ça veut dire food which has been offered to the Lord. De n'importe quelle façon vous offer food. Hein? Pas nécessairement vous en mettez devant murti là. Fait comment dire, you are in portrait, you don't have a murti in front of you. So you just think of God. This is offering. Okay, so if we eat that kind of food, we are released from our sins. Others who cook food for their own enjoyment verily eat only sin. That is, those who do not share food, do not give food, do not offer food to God. If we eat that, we eat sin, right? So food and sharing of food, an important aspect in the Iskcon. Okay, so this project, Food for Life project, It is free of cost to the needy. Needy veut dire du monde qui li peine à manger, li peine à travail, li peine à means of income, source of income. He will get that food, right? When we give food, when we help, right? Qui nous développer, c'est compassion. You can say empathy also. Okay, we develop compassion, we develop empathy, we become generous, and it is a selfless service that we are doing, right? And the food distributed in the Food for Life project, they are all vegetarian and sattvic food. Quand on dit sattvic food, veut dire li pe nan zoanyon, li pe nan lai, right? And li vegetarian. Even in European countries, tous les jours, te nan saman system la kote, they offer food and they are vegetarian food. What is the aim of doing this? Say to help people, of course, to remove starvation and malnutrition, to help these people who are facing starvation and malnutrition, to help them. And in many countries, till today, this project is run successfully around the world. They also give food to schools and local communities also. And also during calamities, calamities and problems, they give food, they have mobile kitchens, right? So this is one of the great service one can do. According to Iskcon, no one should remain hungry. It has been said, it is rightly said, no one within 10-mile radius of the temple should go hungry. This is verily their aim, to help people, right?